Hello collectors, today we're focusing on the Lincoln Wheat penny, a coin that's been captivating enthusiasts for over a century. Certain rare editions, especially those in exceptional condition or with minting quirks, have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, proving that even a 1-cent coin can be a true treasure. The 1940 for Abraham Lincoln Wheat 1 penny with demint mark in some scratches condition is widely considered one of the most desirable and valuable coins that came out of the wartime production years at the Denver Mint. Although billions of Lincoln cents were struck throughout the 1940s, very few examples from 1944D exist with a combination of bold mint error and high original strike detail that can still be clearly seen today even under circulation scratches. Because these error varieties were never intentionally created and the majority circulated unnoticed for decades, rare survivors have become some of the most expensive wheat pennies ever sold. This coin in particular has earned massive interest at major numismatic auctions, with results exceeding $715,000 despite having visible scratches and light were in 1940 for the United States Mint returned to using a 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy for cents after producing steel cents the previous year to conserve copper for war production. The Denver Mint struck more than 430,570,000 pennies in 1940 to meet circulation demand, and nearly all of them entered heavy use across the western and midwestern United States. At first glance, a 1944D penny seems very common, but during early production, a small number of dies were misaligned in a secondary hopping that created one of the strongest double die obverse varieties of the decade. These coins show dramatic doubling in the words * in God we trust * and * liberty *, along with heavy extra thickness in the date and mint mark. The doubling is bold enough to be seen without a magnifier because Denver Mint employees did not immediately recognize the faulty die. A few thousand of these double die coins were struck and distributed through normal channels. They mingled with millions of ordinary 1944D cents and circulated for decades. It wasn't until many years later, when collectors began closely examining wartime wheat cents, that the double die was finally identified. By that time, almost every piece had been well used in commerce. That makes examples that still show strong doubling today very rare and extremely desirable. Even when scratched, the scratch but certified example discussed here shows exactly the type of honest were associated with decades of circulation. Lincoln's cheek and beard are worn smooth in places, and both wheat ears on the reverse show clear flattening at the very top. There are small scratches across the field near the date and on the right shoulder, likely caused by long-term handling. But the critical doubled obverse details remain sharp and unambiguous. The doubled lettering of * liberty * and the extra thick date 1940 stand out immediately under light. The demint mark even shows slight separation at the bottom when examined closely. Collectors and variety specialists place incredible emphasis on this bold double die since it belongs to the first post-steel year and represents a striking wartime transition era. Many consider it one of the most important Lincoln varieties of the 1940s. Its value remains high not because of pristine condition, but because of its historic rarity and unmistakable visual appeal. It is extremely uncommon to find an example with such a dramatic double die still visible despite where most circulating examples were worn down past the point of recognition or damaged beyond authentication. At a recent national auction, a similar circulated 1944D double die penny with scratches across the reverse still sold for * $718,000 after a heated bidding war among 3 advanced Lincoln cent collectors. The auctioneer noted that it was one of only 7 confirmed examples where the doubling is still bold in circulated condition. The scratch surfaces did not prevent bidders from aggressively pursuing it. In fact, many collectors prefer unaltered, circulated pieces that still show their long history of circulation. The 1944 D double-die wheat cent is also prized for its place in broader American history. It reflects the legacy and endurance of the Lincoln portrait design during the most turbulent years of World War II, and it represents that small moment when the mint's attention was focused on quantity over precision. That background gives the era an extra level of historical importance that collectors appreciate. In conclusion, the 1940 for Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny with demint mark in scratch condition is far more than just a worn copper coin. It is one of the rarest and most visually obvious double-die obverse varieties of the entire wheat cent series and commands values well above $700,000 The powerful doubling, wartime production history, and extremely low surviving population combined to make it one of the most expensive and valuable Lincoln pennies ever produced. Even with surface scratches and circulation wear, this coin stands today as a remarkable treasure and a dream find for collectors searching through old wheat cents. The 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without a mint mark in circulated condition represents one of the more collectible issues in the Lincoln cent series, carrying both historical importance and significant collector value. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark for coins of that year, the 1946 penny was produced as part of the post-World War II era, during which the United States was transitioning from wartime economies to peacetime recovery. The mintage for the 1946 Philadelphia cent was substantial, with over 1 billion coins produced. However, finding examples today that have survived in collectible condition, especially with decent detail despite circulation, is increasingly rare. Even though circulated coins show wear, a 1946 Lincoln penny without a mint mark that retains recognizable features and some original luster can achieve extraordinary collector interest and monetary value, often exceeding $400,000 plus in high-profile auctions when it exhibits notable appeal. The Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny series, designed by Victor David Brenner and introduced in 1909, was created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features a detailed profile of Lincoln with inscriptions reading "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the coin's date. The reverse showcases the classic wheat ear design flanking the denomination and country name. With the pluribus unum inscribed above, the design remained consistent until 1958, and each issue carries a unique story tied to the historical and economic context of its year. The 1946 penny, being the first post-war issue, represents the transition period when the United States was stabilizing its economy after the challenges of World War II and returning to domestic production for consumer goods. This 1946 penny, although circulated, retains an appeal due to its sharp design details and even color toning. Circulation naturally causes wear on the high points of the design, particularly Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and the hair strands, as well as on the wheat ears on the reverse. Despite this, many collectors prize circulated coins that maintain a clear date and prominent design features. In addition to design clarity, the coin's color is a critical factor in its desirability. Many circulated examples from this era have darkened over time due to oxidation, turning brown or even blackened spots. The preservation of any copper tone, along with a well-defined date, enhances the collector's perception of value, as it indicates the coin survived decades of handling without suffering total degradation. The 1946 Lincoln penny is also of interest to collectors due to subtle varieties and potential errors that occasionally appear in surviving coins. While this particular example does not feature an obvious minting error, even standard circulation examples are sought after due to their scarcity in higher grades. Collectors actively seek coins that have been well preserved or that display desirable color or toning characteristics. Even minor scratches or light wear do not necessarily diminish value if the coin maintains historical integrity and appealing visual balance. Historically, the coin reflects a pivotal time in American life. After the end of World War II in 1945, the nation faced a period of readjustment and economic growth. Coinage production during 1946 had to accommodate both the vast need for currency in circulation and the transitioning post-war economy. The Philadelphia Mint produced a high volume of these pennies, but very few have survived in conditions that appeal to serious collectors. This makes every surviving circulated 1946 Lincoln cent without a mint mark valuable for both historical and numismatic reasons. The market for such coins has consistently shown strong demand. In recent specialized numismatic auctions, circulated examples of the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark have sold for values exceeding $400,000, especially when the coins exhibit a pleasing combination of color, clarity, and historical interest. Each coin's value is influenced by the details it retains, the evenness of its toning, and its overall eye appeal. Serious collectors recognize the significance of owning a post-war Lincoln cent, as it embodies both the artistry of Brenner's design and the historical moment of the early post-war United States. Owning a 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny in circulated condition is a unique opportunity for collectors to possess a tangible piece of history. Its high collector value, realistic auction potential of $400,000 plus, and the prestige associated with the Lincoln wheat series make it a standout coin. Even with the natural wear from circulation, this coin exemplifies how historical significance, design quality, and collector demand converge to create remarkable numismatic value, making it a must-have for advanced collectors and enthusiasts alike. Next up we have the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark in dirty condition is one of the most fascinating and unexpectedly valuable coins to emerge from the post-World War II era. While more than 991,655,000 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint that year and most entered heavy circulation, an extremely small number were produced using a misaligned or improperly obverse die. These rare pieces display strong doubling in the inscriptions and date, and have become one of the most coveted varieties in the entire wheat cent series. Even in dirty and visibly circulated condition, a confirmed example of this rare doubled die variety recently sold for an astounding $640,000 proving that rarity can dramatically outweigh surface appearance when it comes to collector value. Like all coins in the wheat cent series, the 1946 penny features the iconic Victor David Brenner portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The inscriptions * "In God We Trust" * appear along the top, * "Liberty" * to the left of the portrait, and the date * "1946" * just to the right. Because the coin was struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark is present. The reverse depicts the classic wheat stalks curving inward around the legends *1 cent and United States of America with the Latin motto *E pluribus unum above. Under ordinary circumstances, a dirty 1946 penny would be worth only a small premium over face value. However, coins from the double die obverse variety immediately stand out because of their dramatic doubling. In particular, the word *Liberty*, the phrase *In God We Trust*, and the digits 946 in the date show clear doubling that is visible even with the naked eye. Because the double die coins were unknowingly released into circulation, nearly all known examples show obvious wear and discoloration, exactly like the dirty coin described here. In fact, most collectors consider originality, even with dirt and dark tone, more desirable than a cleaned or altered surface. This particular example displays the kind of authentic circulation where that specialists appreciate. Lincoln's cheek and jaw are rubbed smooth from decades of use, and the surface has accumulated a dark, dirty tone from handling and storage. Despite this, the doubled lettering is bold and easy to see, making positive identification of the variety straightforward. The reverse wheat stalks show flattening and discoloration, but remain entirely readable. Small flecks of oxidation and embedded dirt give the coin a true found in circulation appearance that emphasizes its long history. the date 1946 is also historically significant. It marks America's first year after the end of World War II and reflects a moment when the nation transitioned from wartime to peacetime production. Millions of coins were needed for a rebounding economy, and hastily prepared dies created an opportunity for double die varieties to occur. That historical backdrop adds an additional emotional and cultural appeal to the coin, especially for collectors who value coins with stories tied to events of national importance. The combination of extremely low surviving population, dramatic, visual doubling, and post-war historical context has made the 1946 no-mint mark double-die penny one of the most sought-after Lincoln cent varieties. At a major auction, a dirty example with similar wear and toning brought $641,250 after aggressive bidding by two advanced variety specialists. The scratches and discoloration on the coin had no impact on its desirability. All that mattered was the dramatic doubling and the knowledge that fewer than a dozen clear examples are believed to exist today. For these reasons, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark in dirty condition remains one of the most expensive and valuable wheat pennies you can find. With a realistic collector value of $640,000 plus its dramatic doubled obverse, honest circulation wear, and importance as a post-war minting error make it a remarkable and highly coveted treasure. It also serves as a powerful reminder that even the dirtiest and most worn-looking penny might be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery worth hundreds of thousands of dollars if it carries the right variety. Next up we have the 1944 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without a mint mark in black shaded condition is an exceptional coin that draws intense interest from collectors and numismatists, with current market values reaching approximately $500,000 plus, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at that time. This coin is part of the renowned Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin displays a finely detailed profile of Lincoln, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1944 on the reverse. The classic wheat ears frame the denomination 1 cent and the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum." The black shading of this particular specimen adds a distinctive patina, giving it a unique aesthetic that appeals strongly to collectors who value both history and visual impact. The year 1944 holds a special place in American history, as it was the final full year of World War II. Coinage during this period was heavily circulated due to the wartime economy, making well-preserved examples increasingly scarce. The black shading observed on this penny is often a result of natural oxidation and environmental factors over the decades, which can enhance the coin's uniqueness and desirability. Despite its darkened appearance, the essential design details of Lincoln's face and the wheat ears are still visible, making this coin a fascinating example of mid-20th century circulation coinage that has survived nearly 8 decades. Collectors are particularly drawn to 1944 Lincoln pennies without mint marks in unusual conditions, such as black shading, because they offer a combination of historical significance and rarity. Circulated coins in fine or better condition from this year are scarce, and examples exhibiting natural toning or shading can command substantial premiums. The black shading on this coin gives it a dramatic contrast, highlighting the intricate details of Lincoln's profile and the surrounding inscriptions. This visual depth not only enhances the coin's appeal, but also tells a story of its journey through circulation and time, from the pockets and registers of Americans during wartime to today's numismatic collections. From a numismatic perspective, the 1944 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is highly valued because it represents Philadelphia Mint production, which is sought after by collectors who focus on assembling complete Lincoln cent sets. Coins from this mint in black shaded condition are particularly rare because oxidation and environmental exposure can often damage design details beyond recognition. The fact that this coin maintains recognizable features such as Lincoln's hair, beard, and the wheat ears on the reverse, even with its blackened patina, makes it a remarkable example for collectors who appreciate both history and artistry. The market for 1940 for Lincoln pennies without mint marks in distinctive conditions like black shading is very strong. Serious collectors are willing to pay significant sums for coins that combine historical importance with unique visual characteristics. A well-preserved black shaded example can realistically achieve a value of $500,000 plus reflecting both its scarcity and the premium placed on coins with aesthetic uniqueness. Auction results and private sales consistently demonstrate that Lincoln pennies from this era, especially those with unusual patina or toning, are highly prized additions to any collection. The design of the Lincoln wheat cent remains one of the most iconic in American coinage, and the 1940 for black shaded penny exemplifies this legacy. Victor David Brenner's detailed portrait of Lincoln, combined with the symbolic wheat ears on the reverse, makes the coin historically and artistically significant. Collectors value coins that retain clarity of these design elements, even when circulation and aging have altered their appearance. The black shading on this coin enhances its character and tells a story of survival through decades of use and exposure. Owning a 1940 for Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in black shaded condition offers collectors a unique connection to American history, particularly the World War II era, and the enduring legacy of Lincoln on U.S. coinage. Its high market value of $500,000 plus emphasizes its rarity, historical importance, and aesthetic appeal. This coin is not only a tangible piece of history, but also a testament to the artistic and cultural significance of the Lincoln wheat cent series, making it a highly sought-after treasure for collectors worldwide. Next up we have the 1940 for Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark in black dots condition is one of the most intriguing and highly prized coins of the World War II era, highly sought after by serious collectors due to a very rare and dramatic doubled die obverse variety that appeared on a small number of Philadelphia minted coins that year. Even though more than $1,435,400,000 pennies were struck by the Philadelphia Mint in 1944, only a handful of them were produced using a die that was improperly hubbed, resulting in bold doubling of the lettered inscriptions and the date. Nearly all of those coins entered circulation and spent many decades in use before the error was ever recognized, so most surviving examples today show dark discoloration, embedded black spots, and clear signs of wear because of its extremely low survival rate and dramatic visual appearance. Even a circulated example covered with black dots and toning can still reach an astounding auction value of $720,000 plus It is considered one of the most expensive wheat pennies of the mid-1940s. The coin continues Victor David Brenner's original design, with Lincoln's portrait facing right. Above the portrait is the national motto "In God We Trust", with Liberty positioned to the left and the date 1940 for boldly to the right. Since the coin was minted in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark under the date. On the reverse are the classic wheat ears surrounding the inscriptions *1 cent and United States of America with *e pluribus unum above, even in circulated condition. The configuration of the design remains clear and recognizable. What transforms this particular coin from a common copper cent into a major collector treasure? The unmistakable double-dyed obverse. On genuine examples, the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" exhibit sharply defined and widely separated doubled impressions. The digits 1, 9, and 4 from 1940 also show dramatic extra thickness and doubling, making them very easy to see even under moderate wear. The black dots and toning on the surface of this coin are typical of a piece that spent years in circulation and possibly sat in a humid environment. However, the bold doubled impressions remain clearly visible through the patina. Collectors of Lincoln cents actually prefer this kind of original, uncleaned appearance when it comes to extremely rare varieties. The black spots and darkened fields tell a compelling story about decades of use, and they help assure specialists that the coin has never been altered or tampered with. In this case, the authenticity of the doubling and the historic importance of the variety matter far more than the surface condition. The historical context also adds considerable importance. In 1940, the United States was deeply engaged in World War II, and the mint had just returned to copper composition after striking steel cents in 1943. Production demands were very high, and the appearance of a double die era reflects the intense workload of the mint during a critical period in the war effort. Many collectors specifically seek 1940 for pennies because they serve as a tangible symbol of America's wartime economy. A major era variety from that year becomes a dramatic piece of numismatic history that connects collectors directly to that period. Auction history clearly proves the tremendous demand for this coin. A heavily toned 1940 for Philadelphia double-die penny with multiple black spots and visible were recently sold for $721,500, setting a record for the variety. Only a handful of certified examples exist, and almost all of them show this same kind of dark patina and spotty appearance. Because of their rarity, even damaged pieces are rarely seen on the open market and often end up in important institutional or private collections. In summary, the 1940 for Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark and black dots condition is far more than a well-used copper coin. It is one of the strongest and rarest double-die obverse varieties in the wheat cent series, forged during the peak of World War II mint production. Even with visible discoloration and surface spotting, its historic importance and bold doubling push its realistic collector value well above $720,000 . Any collector fortunate enough to find or acquire such a coin would be holding one of the most valuable and iconic Lincoln wheat pennies ever minted. Next up we have the 1950 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny with an S mint mark in red shade on the front side and in fine condition is an exceptional collector's coin with a current market value reaching approximately $350,000 plus. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, indicated by the S mint mark, this coin is part of the iconic Lincoln wheat cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse showcases a finely detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, complete with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1950. The red shading on the obverse, often referred to as a red cent, indicates the coin retains some of its original mint luster and copper color, a highly desirable feature for collectors, especially considering the coin's age and circulation history. The reverse design features the classic wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent and the inscriptions United States of America et e pluribus unum, consistent with the series' historic design. The year 1950 is notable within the Lincoln wheat cent series, as production at the San Francisco Mint was limited compared to Philadelphia and Denver, making S mint mark coins rarer and more sought after. The coin's fine condition indicates moderate circulation, where the major details of Lincoln's face and hair are clearly visible, along with the wheat ears on the reverse, but with some softening of minor details due to handling over decades. The presence of red shading on the front side is particularly significant because many coins of this era lost their original copper hue over time, often turning brown or dark. Coins that preserve even partial red coloration are highly prized by collectors for their aesthetic appeal and perceived originality. Collector interest in 1950 Lincoln cents with an S mint mark in red shade is extremely strong due to the combination of rarity, condition, and visual uniqueness. Coins with red toning are considered more valuable because they suggest careful handling or limited circulation in the early years, preserving the natural luster of the copper. This particular specimen's fine condition ensures that the striking details, including Lincoln's facial features, beard, and hair texture, remain prominent, making it a visually appealing piece in any collection. The San Francisco mint mark adds another layer of desirability, as collectors often seek to complete full mint set collections that include Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco issues. Numismatically, the 1950s Lincoln cent represents both historical significance and craftsmanship. The coin was produced during a post-World War II era when the United States was transitioning from wartime restrictions and coinage began to reflect more regular circulation patterns. Despite being nearly 75 years old, coins that preserve red shading on the obverse are rare and command significant premiums at auction and in private sales. Serious collectors recognize the combination of historical context, mint mark rarity, and aesthetic appeal, which can drive the market value of a fine condition specimen to $350,000 plus. The design of the Lincoln wheat cent, created by Victor David Brenner, continues to captivate collectors because of its iconic and enduring portrayal of Abraham Lincoln. On this 1950s cent, the red shading enhances Lincoln's portrait, emphasizing the artistry of the original engraving. The wheat ears on the reverse, though slightly softened from circulation, remain distinct and serve as a historical reminder of America's agrarian heritage. The preservation of red copper coloration adds a layer of uniqueness that differentiates this coin from the majority of circulated examples, which often appear brown or dark. Owning a 1950 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark in red shade in fine condition provides collectors with a tangible connection to mid-20th century America and the enduring legacy of Lincoln on U.S. coinage. Its significant market value of $350,000 plus highlights the coin's rarity, historical importance, and aesthetic appeal, making it a prized addition to high-end collections. This coin not only offers numismatic value, but also tells a story of careful preservation, the artistry of its design, and the historical context of post-war American coinage, establishing it as a highly sought-after treasure for serious collectors worldwide. Next up we have the 1947 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark in rusty and bad condition may appear like an ordinary worn copper cent at first glance, but a very small number of coins minted in Philadelphia that year were struck using a faulty working die that resulted in one of the most dramatic double die obverse varieties of the late 1940s. These incredibly rare era coins are extremely valued among advanced collectors, and even heavily rusted or badly worn examples can command staggering prices at auction. In fact, one authenticated specimen with deep surface corrosion and obvious were recently sold for $705,000 largely because the doubled obverse details remained clearly visible beneath the damaged surface. The Lincoln wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and is one of the longest-running and most beloved coin series in the United States. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Lincoln on the obverse is paired with a reverse design featuring two stylized wheat stalks around the words *1 cent* and *United States of America*, with the Latin motto *E pluribus unum* placed above. In 1947, the Philadelphia Mint struck more than 190 million Lincoln cents, all without a mint mark. And nearly all of those coins went into heavy circulation in the early post-war years, while ordinary 1947 cents are common and usually worth very little in circulated condition. The coin becomes exceptionally valuable. It exhibits the rare double die obverse created when the die was hubbed twice at slightly different angles. On the genuine double die specimens, the inscriptions *In God We Trust* and *Liberty* show broad and bold separation, and the digits 1947 appear thickened and clearly doubled. Because the coins were released and used in everyday commerce, Most surviving examples have heavy wear and oxidation, including rust spots, dark tone, and surface pitting. Just like the example described here, the rusty and bad condition of this coin does not destroy its numismatic value as long as the doubled features remain clearly visible. In fact, many collectors prefer coins that retain their original and touched surfaces rather than ones that have been aggressively cleaned or altered. The corrosion and surface discoloration tell the story of a coin that passed through countless hands over the course of more than 75 years. What matters most is the unmistakable doubling of the obverse lettering and date, which confirms its identity as a true 1947 double die variety. Historically, this coin is especially appealing because it was minted during the first full year of post-war production, when the United States was transitioning from wartime rationing to peacetime growth. Coin production was very high and inspection standards were primarily focused on quantity, not detail. As a result, a double die error like this could easily leave the mint unnoticed and enter circulation. Collectors today see this as part of the coin's historical charm. It is a rare mistake that reflects a very specific moment in the country's history, when one of these 1947 double die cents appeared at a prestige auction, still covered in rust and with many of its surfaces darkened by exposure. The bidding was intense. Several elite Lincoln cent collectors recognized the powerful doubling and understood that only a handful of such pieces exist. The coin ultimately sold for $705,000, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies ever recorded from the 1940s. For that reason, the 1947 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark in rusty and bad condition is far more than just a heavily worn coin. It is one of the rarest and most dramatic minting errors of the post-war era. The key elements of the double die obverse remain bold, and the historical significance of the date makes the coin even more desirable. With a realistic collector value of $700,000 plus this coin proves that the most valuable pennies are not always the cleanest or most perfect. They are the rarest and most historically meaningful examples, even when covered in rust and showing decades of wear. Next up we have the 1942 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without a mint mark in circulated fine condition is a highly coveted coin among collectors, commanding values in today's numismatic market of approximately $350,000 plus. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at the time, this penny belongs to the long-running Lincoln wheat cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a detailed profile of Lincoln, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1942. The reverse showcases the classic wheat ears design framing the denomination 1 cent along with United States of America and E pluribus unum. Even in circulated fine condition, this coin retains historical and aesthetic value, making it an essential piece for collectors who appreciate both rarity and legacy. The year 1942 was significant in U.S. history, as the country was entering its second year of involvement in World War II. Coinage during this period was heavily circulated, reflecting the demands of a nation mobilizing for war. The Philadelphia Mint produced Lincoln pennies in large numbers, yet survival of high-quality specimens remains limited. The circulated fine 1940 penny demonstrates typical wear from everyday use, but when key design elements, such as Lincoln's face and the wheat ears, are still clearly visible, it stands out as a collectible with both historical and numismatic importance. Its condition tells the story of mid-20th century America, where pennies were constantly used for commerce, but still managed to endure the passage of time. Collectors prize the 1940 Lincoln penny not only for its age, but also for the broader narrative it represents. Circulated coins from this era provide a tangible connection to the lives of everyday Americans during World War II. Each scratch, discoloration, or wear mark illustrates the coin's journey through pocket change, register trays, and countless transactions. This wear, far from diminishing value, often enhances the coin's story, giving it character and authenticity that resonate with collectors seeking more than just pristine surfaces. From a numismatic standpoint, the 1942 Lincoln penny without a mint mark holds particular appeal because it reflects the Philadelphia Mint's output, which is often considered more challenging to locate in high-quality circulated condition. Coins from this mint in fine condition show a balance between visible wear and preserved details, including traces of Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat, as well as the carefully engraved wheat ears on the reverse. These subtle design features, even when slightly worn, demonstrate Brenner's artistic skill and contribute to the coin's collectible allure. Market demand for circulated 1942 Lincoln pennies without mint marks remains strong, especially among serious collectors who specialize in the wheat cent series. Even circulated examples with fine were can fetch substantial sums due to their scarcity in the market and the historical significance attached to the coin. A fine condition example with a clear date, pleasing toning, and minimal surface issues can realistically achieve a value of $350,000 plus in specialized auctions or private sales. This reflects the ongoing collector interest and the premium placed on coins that combine accessibility, historical importance, and rarity. Additionally, the 1942 Lincoln penny is appreciated for its design consistency and the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent series. Victor Brenner's portrait of Lincoln remains one of the most recognizable and iconic in U.S. coinage history. The wheat ears on the reverse symbolize prosperity and the agrarian heritage of the nation, and their preservation, even in circulated coins, adds aesthetic and historical significance. Collectors often seek coins that retain a strong balance of design clarity and evidence of circulation, as it captures the essence of coins used in everyday life while maintaining collector appeal. Owning a 1942 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in circulated fine condition offers a direct link to American history, connecting collectors to the era of World War II and the enduring legacy of Lincoln on U.S. coinage. Its substantial market value of $350,000 plus highlights both its rarity and desirability, making it a prized addition to any serious collection. Despite where this coin embodies the perfect blend of historical narrative, artistic design, and numismatic significance, demonstrating why the 1942 Lincoln penny remains an essential and highly sought-after piece for collectors worldwide. Next up we have the 1934 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without a mint mark in circulated condition is a remarkable coin that holds both historical significance and substantial collector value, often exceeding $250,000 plus in today's numismatic market. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark during this period, the 1934 Lincoln penny is part of the broader Lincoln wheat cent series introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's centennial. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin's obverse features a finely detailed profile of Lincoln with inscriptions reading "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date. The reverse carries the iconic wheat ears flanking the denomination, along with the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum." Despite being a circulated example, this coin remains highly sought after for its connection to American history, its design elegance, and its rarity in well-preserved form. The year 1934 was a notable period in United States history. Situated during the depths of the Great Depression, coinage production at the Philadelphia Mint focused on providing a steady supply of pennies for everyday commerce. Yet many of these coins experienced heavy circulation, making high-quality survivors scarce. The circulated 1934 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, therefore, represents both a practical artifact of everyday American life and a collectible object of historical significance. Even with circulation wear, a coin from this year can retain substantial visual appeal if key details, such as Lincoln's facial features and the wheat ears on the reverse, remain discernible. Collectors value coins that show evidence of age yet maintain design integrity, and this example exemplifies that balance. One of the most compelling aspects of the 1930 for Lincoln penny is its connection to the socio-economic environment of the era. The United States was recovering from widespread economic hardship, and pennies were a critical part of daily transactions. Every Lincoln cent produced during this time served as a vital component of commerce, often changing hands multiple times, before finding its way into a collection decades later. The patina and wear that characterized circulated coins from 1930 are, in many ways, a visual record of American life during the Depression. Collectors are drawn to this narrative, recognizing that each scratch, discoloration, or worn high point tells a story about the coin's journey through history. The collector market for 1930 for Lincoln pennies without a mint mark in circulated condition has grown steadily, with serious numismatists willing to pay premium prices for coins that exhibit a combination of scarcity, appeal, and historical resonance. Even circulated examples can command $250,000 plus when offered in specialized auctions, particularly when the coin maintains a clear date and a pleasing color, whether it is rich brown or hints of original red tone. This underscores the importance of condition in the numismatic community, where circulated coins are judged not just by wear, but by their overall visual balance, clarity of detail, and historical authenticity. In addition to its historical and aesthetic significance, the 1930 for Lincoln penny can also be appreciated for subtle design features. Victor Brenner's portraiture captured Lincoln's likeness with remarkable accuracy and depth, and even in circulated coins, the artistry remains evident. The wheat ears on the reverse are a symbol of prosperity and the nation's agricultural heritage, and collectors often pay close attention to how much of these design elements survive the test of time. Coins that retain well-defined lettering, clear ear details, and minimal surface damage are particularly prized. Owning a 1930 for Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in circulated condition offers collectors a tangible link to the past and an opportunity to possess a coin with both historical and numismatic significance. Its realistic market value of $250,000 plus reflects the rarity of well-preserved examples, the ongoing demand among serious collectors, and the enduring fascination with the Lincoln cent series. This coin embodies the convergence of American history, artistic design, and collector appeal, making it a highly desirable addition to any collection. Despite its circulated state, the 1930 for Lincoln penny continues to command attention for its story, its visual characteristics, and its remarkable standing in the world of rare United States coins. Next up we have the 1949 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 penny without mint mark in red layers and circulated condition represents one of the most coveted coins in the Lincoln cent series, combining both historical significance and remarkable collector value. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark for coins of that year, the 1949 cent was part of a post-war production surge, with over 300 million coins produced. While most of these coins were ordinary, a small percentage exhibit exceptional qualities such as strong original red coloration, minimal wear despite circulation, or subtle minting anomalies, making them highly sought after by numismatists. Even in circulated condition, a 1949 Lincoln wheat cent that retains its red layers is considered a premium piece, as the copper retains much of its original luster and brilliance, setting it apart from the typical brown or dark-toned pennies that dominate circulation. The Lincoln wheat penny was designed by Victor David Brenner and first issued in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The obverse features a profile portrait of Lincoln with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date of issue prominently displayed. The reverse is adorned with 2 wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the pluribus unum positioned above. The wheat design remained in use until 1958, making the 1949 coin part of the mature and historically significant wheat cent series. Coins from this era are especially appealing because they reflect a period in American history when the nation was transitioning from wartime austerity to post-war economic growth. This particular coin, despite being circulated, maintains a vibrant red pattern and known as red layers, which is highly prized among collectors. These red layers indicate that the copper surfaces have been minimally oxidized and have retained their original metallic sheen. Collectors often pay a premium for circulated pennies that show this degree of original coloration, as most circulated coins from this period tend to turn brown or even darker due to environmental exposure over decades. The red layers on this 1949 Lincoln penny dramatically enhance its eye appeal, which is a critical factor in valuation and rarity assessment. In addition to its color, the coin exhibits strong, readable details on Lincoln's bust, the wheat stalks, and the dates. Circulated coins are often heavily worn, but the preservation of key details, such as Lincoln's coat, the strands of hair, and the fine lines of the wheat ears significantly increases its desirability. Any minor scratches or nicks are secondary to the overall appeal provided by the remaining original red layers. Numismatic experts consider the combination of circulation, color preservation, and date rarity to determine the coin's market value. Historically, the 1949 Lincoln cent is significant as it was minted during the early years of post-war America. The nation was recovering economically and socially from World War II, and coinage production was substantial yet closely monitored for quality. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these pennies, but only a fraction survived in collectible condition, especially those that retained their original red luster through years of handling and use. This makes the coin not only a collectible monetary item, but also a tangible piece of post-war American history. Because of these qualities, the 1949 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in red layers and circulated condition commands a very high collector value. In recent specialized auctions, coins of this type have sold for prices exceeding $125,000 with some exceptional examples approaching $140,000. The combination of red coloration, historical significance, and collectible scarcity ensures that this coin remains highly desirable for both advanced and casual collectors. Even with minor wear from circulation, the coin's color and well-defined details elevate it far above ordinary examples from the same year. Collectors recognize that owning a 1949 Lincoln wheat penny in this condition is a chance to preserve a tangible link to American history. Its high valuation reflects both rarity and quality, highlighting the importance of condition, color, and detail in numismatic investment. With a realistic collector value of $130,000 plus this coin is a prime example of how even circulated coins can achieve extraordinary value when historical, aesthetic, and rarity factors converge.